Hello, my friends. Have you ever wondered why learning English feels so difficult, even after months or years of study? The truth is that most people are not struggling because they are bad at English. They are struggling because they are using the wrong approach and expecting results too quickly. In today's video, we will uncover the real truth about learning English, the mistakes that keep learners stuck, and the best approach to become fluent with confidence. So stay with me until the end, because this video might completely change the way you learn English forever. If you are learning English right now, there is a good chance that at some point you have asked yourself, why is this so difficult? Maybe you have studied English for months or even years. You have watched videos, learned grammar rules, memorized vocabulary lists, and practiced exercises. Yet, when it is time to speak, you still feel nervous. You still forget words, make mistakes, and feel like you are not making enough progress. Millions of English learners around the world feel exactly the same way. The truth is that learning English is difficult, but it is probably not difficult for the reasons you think. Most learners believe English feels hard because they are not smart enough. They think they have a bad memory, they are too old, or they lack talent. But in most cases, these are not the real problems. The real reason it feels difficult is because most people have unrealistic expectations. Many learners secretly believe that fluency should happen quickly. They see someone speaking English confidently online and think, I want to sound like that in 3 months. They watch videos with titles like, Become Fluent Fast, Speak English in 30 Days, Master English Quickly. As a result, they begin their journey with unrealistic expectations. Then reality arrives. They discover that learning a language takes time. They discover that mistakes are unavoidable. They discover that progress is often slower than they expected. And because their expectations were unrealistic, they become frustrated. Imagine planting a tree. Would you expect it to become huge after 1 week? Of course not. You understand that growth takes time. You water the tree. You take care of it. You remain patient. Language learning works exactly the same way. English fluency grows gradually, word by word, sentence by sentence, conversation by conversation. The problem is that many learners focus too much on the destination and not enough on the journey. They constantly ask, when will I become fluent? When will I stop making mistakes? When will speaking become easy? Instead of focusing on those questions, ask yourself, am I improving? Am I practicing? Am I learning something new today? Because improvement is what eventually creates fluency. Here is a deep lesson you must remember. There is a big difference between accumulation and a system. Many students spend years accumulating more and more words, but they use the old system to process them. It is like putting new fuel into a broken engine. You do not need a bigger library in your head. You need a faster conveyor belt. How can you apply this right now? Stop testing yourself with difficult vocabulary tests. From today, look at your learning not as a study session, but as a system upgrade. When you sit down to practice, tell yourself, I am not here to collect new words today. I am here to speed up the delivery of the words I already know. Change your focus from what you know to how fast you can reach it. Another reason English feels difficult is because learners often compare themselves to people who are much further ahead. Imagine a beginner learning to play the piano. Now imagine that beginner comparing themselves to a professional musician who has practiced for 20 years. Would that comparison be fair? Not at all. Yet English learners do this every day. They compare their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. They compare their first year of learning to someone else's 10th year. And then they feel discouraged. Remember this: every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once struggled to form simple sentences. Every person you admire once made countless mistakes. The difference is that they kept going. One of the biggest mistakes English learners make is spending more time searching for the perfect method than actually learning English. Many learners believe that somewhere out there is a magical technique that will suddenly make everything easy. They think maybe I need a different course, a different teacher, a different app, or a different book. As a result, they jump from one method to another. One week, they are learning through grammar. The next week, they are trying a new speaking method. Months pass. Sometimes even years pass. Yet their English barely improves because consistency is more important than the method. Imagine a person who wants to get fit. On Monday, they follow one workout plan. On Wednesday, they switch to another. The next week, they start another program. The problem is not the workout plan. The problem is the lack of consistency. English learning works exactly the same way. Most methods can work if you stay with them long enough. The real issue is that many learners quit before the method has enough time to produce results. We live in a world that loves quick results. People want everything immediately. Fast food, fast internet, fast delivery. And unfortunately, many people want fast fluency, too. But language learning does not work like that. There are no shortcuts to experience, practice, or fluency. Every fluent speaker has spent hundreds or thousands of hours listening, reading, speaking, and thinking in English. The process may not be exciting every day. Sometimes it feels repetitive. Sometimes it feels slow. But repetition is exactly what builds fluency. Children hear the same words thousands of times, the same phrases, the same sentence patterns again and again. This repetition helps the language become natural. Yet many adult learners get bored with repetition. They constantly search for something new, something exciting, something different. But often the thing they need most is not a new method. It is more repetition. The truth is that successful learners usually have very simple routines. They listen regularly, read regularly, and speak regularly. They continue doing these things for months and years. Nothing magical, nothing complicated, just consistent effort. The deep lesson here is about psychological friction. When you demand perfection from your brain, you create a heavy wall of fear. Fear forces your brain to seek safety, and safety means your native language. By choosing simplicity, you remove the friction. Simplicity is the secret key that opens the door to confidence. How can you apply this today? Give yourself a perfection leave. When you are practicing inside your head, give yourself permission to make small grammar mistakes. If you want to say, the sky is blue, but you forget a word, just say, sky blue, in your mind first. The goal is to establish the path from your eyes to English directly, without passing through the translation station. Speed comes first, correctness comes later. One of the biggest truths about learning English is this: English is a skill, not a school subject. This simple idea can completely change the way you learn. Many learners spend years studying English in school. They memorize grammar rules, complete exercises, and take tests. But after all those years, many still struggle to speak confidently because they learned English as a subject to pass exams, not as a skill to communicate. Could you become a good driver by reading a driving manual for 5 years? Of course not. You could memorize every rule in the book and still be unable to drive, because driving is a skill. Skills must be practiced. The same thing is true for English. You can know hundreds of grammar rules and memorize thousands of vocabulary words. But if you rarely use English, your progress will remain limited. Knowledge and skill are different things. Knowledge is knowing something. Skill is being able to do something. You may know how swimming works, but until you get into the water, you cannot swim. You may know English grammar, but until you start speaking, listening, reading, and writing regularly, you cannot become fluent. This is why practice is so important. Real improvement happens when English becomes part of your daily life. You can apply this in your current life by setting up physical English triggers in your house. Choose 3 everyday objects: your phone, your water bottle, and your bathroom mirror. Stick a tiny piece of blue paper on them. Every time you touch your phone, or drink from your bottle, or look in that mirror, that blue color is your trigger. When you see it, you must stop for 5 seconds and think of one simple English sentence about what you are doing right then. This integrates English seamlessly into your existing life routine. If there is one mistake that slows down many English learners, it is trying to speak before giving their brain enough English input. Many people focus only on output. They want to speak and sound fluent immediately, but they forget that before your mouth can produce English, your brain must first absorb English. This is why one of the best approaches to learning English is input before output. It means spending time listening to English and reading English before worrying too much about speaking perfectly. Your brain needs examples, patterns, and exposure. The more English you hear and read, the more material your brain has to work with when it is time to speak. Imagine trying to cook a meal without ingredients. Vocabulary, sentence patterns, and expressions are the ingredients of speaking. Input gives you those ingredients. One of the biggest secrets about learning English is also one of the most uncomfortable truths. You must start speaking before you feel ready. Most learners think they need more vocabulary, better grammar, or more confidence first. The problem is that this day rarely comes, because the more you learn, the more you realize there is still more to learn. If you wait until you feel completely ready, you may wait forever. Confidence comes through speaking, not before speaking. The more you speak, the more comfortable you become. The more comfortable you become, the more confident you feel. The deep lesson of this practice is about the inner voice. Your identity is shaped by the language of your inner thoughts. If your private mind always operates in your native language, English will always feel like an external tool, like a coat you wear only when necessary. To become a natural speaker, English must become the skin you live in, the voice that talks to you when you are alone. How can you apply this in your life today? Start a 3-minute mental diary right before you go to sleep. When you lie down in the dark, close your eyes and spend exactly 3 minutes reviewing your day completely in English inside your head. Do not write it down on paper. Just talk to yourself mentally about your day and your plans for tomorrow. This simple evening ritual trains your brain to sleep in English mode, making it your natural inner voice. If there is one final lesson that can completely change your English learning journey, it is this. Fluency is a long-term project. Fluency is not a sprint. It is a marathon. Language learning is not measured in days. It is measured in months and years of consistent effort. Stop comparing yourself to others. Instead of asking, "Am I as good as them?" ask, "Am I better than I was 6 months ago?" That is the comparison that matters. Small improvements matter. Imagine improving just 1% every day. After months and years, those small improvements create extraordinary results. The deepest lesson of this entire journey is the shift in your identity. True fluency happens when you change your label from "I am an English learner" to "I am an English speaker." A learner is always looking from the outside in, waiting for permission to arrive. A speaker simply lives inside the language now, using whatever words they have today. You do not need to pass a big test to call yourself an English speaker. You become a speaker the moment you decide to live your daily moments in English. How do you practice this new identity in your life today? Change the language setting of your mobile phone to English right now. Your phone is the portal to your daily life. By forcing yourself to navigate your notifications and settings in English, you teach your brain that English is a functional tool of your reality. It makes the language normal, and what is normal becomes natural. Do not build your learning journey around motivation. Build it around habits. Motivation is temporary. Habits are reliable. A little listening, reading, speaking, and thinking in English every day will create fluency over time. Consistent practice keeps your skills growing. The learners who become fluent are not always the smartest. They are often the most persistent. One day, the English that feels difficult today will feel natural. Trust the process, stay patient, keep showing up, and never forget that every fluent English speaker was once a beginner who refused to quit.